So you're ready to pack up and move across the country, buy a home in Oklahoma, and settle down for the long haul. Well, it's really important that you use a local lender in Oklahoma. I'm Natalie Bratton with RE/MAX First in Oklahoma City, and here are 7 reasons you should follow my advice and use a local lender. While this is not the most exciting video, it is an important one. So I know you are watching my channel because you want to see parts of Oklahoma City and the suburbs and see the beauty of the state and know the good and the bad. But this is a conversation that I have with every one of you when you come to buy a house. It is really important to use a local lender, and so instead of having to repeat myself over and over again for the rest of my career, today I want to give it to you straight. I want to tell you 7 reasons you need to use a local lender. Not some big online company, not somebody at the local bank where you currently live. I'm going to give you 7 reasons you need to go local. Number 1 is a local lender understands the current market, and real estate is local. And so yeah, nationwide, we are in a seller's market, but it really does vary somewhat state to state and town to town. A local lender is gonna know, what your home's value is like. They're gonna know what the market is like. They're gonna help you structure your loan in a way that will be the most beneficial for you in the Oklahoma City metro area market. They also are going to know the Oklahoma contract. Not every contract state by state is the same. There are different timelines that you have to keep, and there are different ways the loans and just different wording in the contracts. It's all different. So, the worst case scenario is you get an out-of-state lender who doesn't read our contract, and you miss out on an inspection period and a loan commitment period, and then you don't get your earnest money back if you back out of the contract. And the out-of-state lender is technically the one to blame, but it would be your fault for choosing an out-of-state lender. So a local lender knows our market and knows our contract. Also, every single time I've ever had an out-of-state lender give a quote to one of my clients, they underestimate taxes and insurance. They don't know what insurance and taxes are in Oklahoma, and they don't care. They just give you a quote, and they make you think that your payment's going to be super low. And then they disclose too late that, insurance is higher in Oklahoma, taxes are this or that, and we didn't know about it. Sorry. So, use a local lender. Number 2 is they have a reputation to keep. Most lenders work by referral. So if you use a lender in New Jersey, they aren't going to care at all what I think of the job they do. They're not going to care what you think about what they do because they're not trying to get more loans here. So if you use a local lender, they work by referral. They want to have a good reputation. They want their business to thrive. They're a part of the community. They want us to refer them more business. So if you're using someone in another state and they do a poor job, other than shaming them on social media, there's not a whole lot I can do. Where a person here who is local has a reputation and a business that they want to maintain. Number 3, it will help your offer stand out. So think of it this way. There is a seller who is going to take their house off the market for you because you say you want to buy it. They're going to pack up all their things. They're going to put everything in a moving truck. They are taking their house off the market so that no other buyers can look at it. So they need to feel the confidence. They need to have the confidence and the trust that you are going to be able to fulfill your side of the contract. Therefore, if you are working with a local lender with a good reputation, that the realtors know and that the seller's heard of and maybe knows, they're going to feel a whole lot better about taking their house off the market for you. If there are multiple offers on the table, besides having the highest price or the least amount of contingencies, they're also going to look at who the lenders are doing the loans in the process. If you have one of those big online lenders who's all over the country, they're not going to be too excited because they don't know that they can trust the person that you're working with. Or if you're using somebody in another state who may be great in that state, we don't know them here. We don't have the confidence. So in that case, that listing realtor may say to the seller, hey, you know what? It's not worth the risk. You should go with this other person who is using, XYZ company and Bob over here that I've known for 10 years. So it's important to make your offer stand out for all the right reasons, and using a local lender will give more confidence to the seller. Number 4 is about relationships in the business. If you have a local lender, they're already going to have working relationships with the local people in title, in insurance, and realtors around town. Like, they're going to have the connections needed to help streamline and bring all of the contract together. It just is smoother and simpler if everybody in the process knows each other and knows how contracts work in Oklahoma. Using a local lender could mean you have lower fees and a lower interest rate. It's not always this way, but generally a local lender is going to want to work with you more because they aren't just assigned loans from a big online portal. They're actually trying to work for you and do what's best for you. So a lot of them will match the rates or match the fees that other big companies give you. So a local lender is going to be more willing to really get personal, look at your fees, look at your interest rate, and try to design and structure the loan in a way that is best for you. A local lender is going to say, okay, well, this is what is important to you. This is what you need. This is how much money you have. Let me show you some options of how we can structure your loan. And in the end, you'll get better service and a better loan product for you and what you need at this time. Number 6 is personal touch. And while I already really hit on it, instead of being one in a big mass of files and loans, you'll be working with a person who lives in the community and wants to help you. So instead of being 1 in 1,000 loans, you are important to that person at that time, and they're going to help you structure your loan in a way that is best for you and to help you stand out in this market. Number 7 is reliability. If you use someone local who's been referred to you by someone who gets around a lot in this kind of real estate world, then you can rely on that lender, that you will understand that they have a good closing record, they close on time, they get their deals done, and you can have the faith and confidence that everything is going to be okay. It's just better to go with someone local who has a good reputation that you can rely on. One of the most common problems with out-of-state big lenders is communication. So many of those companies will be in a different time zone, and so if they're in a different time zone, then when we have to call and talk to each other, there are so many times when they don't call you back and they don't talk to you and they don't tell you anything and they don't give you updates. And so sometimes they will also wait and share problems with you after it's too late. Now, if you insist on using your out-of-state lender, then you need to come at me prepared to convince me that it's going to be okay. I need to know who that loan officer is and why you've chosen them. I need to know that they've closed every single loan you've ever had. I need to know how many loans they do in Oklahoma per year. I need to know, do they close on time? Are they reliable? Are they going to call me and give me updates? I need you to convince me that that loan officer is worth you staking your biggest investment on their shoulders. So, there you have it. 7 reasons to use a local lender and what to say to me if you decide you don't want to use your local lender. So, Come back next week where I will tell you more about Oklahoma and real estate. And I'm really hoping to get some more home tours in pretty soon. Those are a lot more fun to see. And subscribe to my channel here so that you can get notified every time I post a video. Thanks.